the girl learned that the emperor had approved her engagement to the crown prince. However, she found out she was only his concubine and the crown princess was her younger sister. The girl confronted the crown prince for breaking his promise. He had sworn to marry her if she donated 200,000 taels of silver. But the crown prince replied that she was merely a merchant's daughter and being his concubine was already an honor. Hearing this, the girl was completely disappointed. She remembered their first meeting when her companions had shunned her because of her background. He had been the one to step in and tell her merchants were not lowly. Without hesitation, the girl pushed his hand away and declared she would not marry him. The crown prince thought she was just throwing a tantrum. Little did he know, he had lost his last chance to keep her. The girl went to the eldest prince's mansion. He had fought on the battlefield since childhood and was the only one who could rival the crown prince. At the same time, a guard reported to him that a girl wanted to make a deal with him. The eldest prince scolded him for forgetting who he served. Embarrassed, the guard explained he hadn't wanted to relay her message, but she had offered far too much money. The eldest prince paid no mind until a whole chest of gold was carried in. The girl offered 100,000 taels of gold to buy the position of his princess consort. This made the eldest prince feel humiliated. But then she had another chest brought out, raising the offer to 150,000. It turned out she had already learned that he was troubled by shortages of supplies at the border. As expected, the eldest prince grew interested. He deliberately asked why the crown prince had been offered more. The girl clarified that the money for the crown prince was meant for disaster relief, while this amount was only for him. The eldest prince finally agreed to the deal. After she left, the guard asked why he had sold the position so easily. The eldest prince replied that he hadn't wanted to, but she had offered far too much. The next day, the girl's mother found out about the crown prince's marriage. She felt guilty as her merchant status had held her daughter back. Yet the girl insisted it wasn't their fault. The aristocratic family had always been prejudiced. She then persuaded her mother to leave this unfair place with her, and she agreed at once. They made a long list. Every piece of furniture they had paid for would be taken away. A maid rushed to the main hall to report. However, the crown prince thought that the girl had come to apologize to him. He said arrogantly that she must come in person. The maid hurried to correct him, saying that the girl had emptied their courtyards and left with her mother. At that moment, a group of workers barged in and snatched the teacup from his hand. Then they snatched the jade pendants, walking sticks, and even all the tables and chairs, for the girl had paid for them all.